My name's Luke Deese, and my band book week project was on Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret by Judy Blume. If you haven't read this book, it's actually a very good book for adolescents. It talks a lot about from a girl's perspective, the awkward situations and stages that the girl goes through. And to start off, I have a quote from the book. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. I can't wait until 2 o'clock, God. That's when our dance starts. Do you think I'll dance with Philip Leroy for a partner? It's not too much to ask for. I don't like him as a person, God, but he's very handsome, and I'd love to dance with him. Just once or twice. Thank you, God. Now that little excerpt kind of shows in the book, it's really from, Margaret's perspective on where she goes through in middle school and her changing schools in 6th grade from a city to a very urban school district, and she just goes through a lot of different stages, and it talks about her puberty and wanting to get boobs and wanting to get her period, and it's a very awkward book for obviously a male to read, but it really opened my eyes to the girls' perspective and what they went through as compared to what I went through. And some examples, like in Wisconsin, some school districts banned the book because it was sexually offensive and amoral. I mean, sexually offensive, it's talking about the things that, the parents think would be awkward for the students to talk about, which really doesn't make too much sense, because who's really going to talk to them then? Then again, in Ohio, libraries in 1983 said the book was built around two basic themes: sex and anti-Christian behavior. Now, nowhere does the book really talk about situations where Margaret's having sex. Obviously, sex is mentioned, like, as it would be for any, teenage girl talking to her friends about, and who's the cutest boy. Like, as she said in that quote, Philip Leroy, he was mentioned quite a few times in the book because he was the cutest boy in the book. It just talks more and more about different situations that girls think about. And then again, it was challenged and restricted in Minnesota. It was only challenged to students who had written permission from both of their parents to read. And the same situation was in Montana school libraries. And now it's in 14 different states where it's either banned or challenged, which, personally, yes, it was a little awkward for me to read, but, it really did shine a different light on the perspective a girl went through. And another quote from the book: Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. I just told my mother I want a brawl. Please help me grow, God. You know where. That also really sums up the book. She talks to God at the end of each chapter, wishing for her period or wishing for boobs or wishing to be like her friends, and it really does help, a male understand the girl's perspective of it. So, there you go.